So I'm continuing with my talks centered in the teachings of the science of mind. And today I want to talk about, where does our power come from? Because that's a logical question. If we have the power to create our life experience by how we think, where does our power come from? Why is it that our thoughts create? And what I've come to understand is that the reason our mind can directly access the power of the infinite is that our mind is a part of the infinite mind. Do you see that connection there? The reason our mind can access the power of the infinite, it's not because it's separate, it's because it's a part of the infinite mind. And if we realize that we're a part of the infinite mind and that its power is our power, limitation disappears. And my God, the enthusiasm that's within us, because we realize that we can create anything we choose. Anything we choose, because we are using the infinite mind to create. Faith gives us our creative power. It's the inner knowing of our sense of unity with the infinite. This is what faith is. Faith is the inner knowing, without a shadow of a doubt, that we are one with all that is. And in that, when we build that faith, that we are one with all that is, we now have the juice. Our power gets magnified exponentially. Faith is a knowing. It's not a rationalization. It's not a justification. It's a knowing. Now here's the key. Knowing your oneness, that comes from the state of meditation. When you quiet your mind, when you release your attachment to your body, and you go into the allness, or you could say the nothingness, and you disappear and become a wave of energy. You realize that the wave of energy you are is a part of the wave of energy that is everywhere. It's like you realize that the wave in the ocean that you are is connected beneath the surface to all of the ocean, and that you are a part of the ocean. And as a part of the ocean, you have the power of the ocean right there with you. Here's the other aspect of faith. Fear and faith are the same things, used in different ways. Did you understand where I'm going with that? If I have fear, it means that I am thinking something. I have a lot of emotion behind it. I'm setting a clear direction about what it is I'm fearful about. And the power to create creates whatever I fear. Faith is knowing that I can choose any thought I want, put emotion behind it, act upon it, and I can create expansion. What I've identified for myself is that fear is about contraction, faith is about expansion. And you can take love and put it in place of faith. Love is always about a more expansive life. Fear, hatred, sadness, depression, anxiety are always about a less expansive life. And the reason we have these feelings is because it's our warning sign. It's our safety buzzer. It keeps us on point. That when we're feeling good, it means we're expanding. When we're not feeling good, we're contracting. And when we understand that and become aware of that, we now can start to shift the nature of our thoughts. It also becomes very clear that it is impossible to think one way and act in another and expect to get a desired result. We must be persistent and consistent with our thoughts, words, and actions to be a conscious creator. You can't think, I have infinite abundance, and then the next moment goes, oh my God, am I in debt? They cancel each other out. That's why the key to life is persistency and consistency with the measure we're giving. You can take this persistency and consistency with everything. Take it with respect to your health of your body. If you have a persistent and consistent exercise program, resistance training and cardio, you will maintain a healthy body that functions so well and so much longer than anyone else. But it's not if you do it once a week. No, you've got to be doing something pretty much every day. Remember, your body was meant to move. It was not to sit still in front of a computer or lie on a couch. The same thing true with a relationship. You must persistently and consistently be acting from love. Love means acting in a way of total acceptance. When I look at my wife, my sons, my granddaughter, or other people that I love in my life, I have to accept them as they are all the time. And when I build that habit of acceptance, I'm not judging. When I'm not judging, I'm in love. But it's a persistent and consistency that gives me the pattern that I need to create my most fulfilling life. When we have complete faith that our desired result is now ours, we will experience our desired outcome. You see, pure and complete faith is when there is no doubt mentally, emotionally, physically, through your actions, through your words, everything you are doing is as if the outcome had already occurred. You want a great relationship? Act as if you're in one. Speak kindly of your partner. Support your partner 100%. Accept your partner all the time just as they are. Show love and appreciation for your partner, whether it's your life partner, it's your mom and dad, your children, your friends. Accept them as they are. Because until you can accept them as they are, they're not going to be able to accept you. And even more importantly, until you accept you as you are, you're not going to be able to accept anyone else as they are, let alone them accept you. People cannot give you more love than the love that you have for yourself. God, the infinite Spirit, does not answer your prayers. You answer them through building a belief in your desired result. The power is in you, and you control your outcome. We have been domesticated to believe that there's something outside of us that knows what's good for us, and if we ask, it will deliver to us our prayers. No, it's not how it works. That's why so many millions and billions and billions and trillions of prayers go unanswered. Because the true form of prayer is the building of a belief within your own mind. And when you build that belief in your own mind, and there is no doubt about it, this law that creates, responds, and creates that result in your life. It's that simple. Look at your life and see when prayer has been answered. It's answered when the belief is fully there. When I believed I was worthy of a promotion in the corporate world, I got the promotion. If I didn't believe I was worthy, I was passed over. I reflected back all the times in my career that I wanted that promotion, and I realized I wasn't ready. What does that mean? I didn't believe. Do you get what I just said there? I wasn't ready. Being not ready means I hadn't locked in my belief yet. I hadn't locked in on the target that I had chosen. And when I say locked in on the target, I mean I speak only what I want, I think only what I want, I feel only what I want, and I act from that same place as if I already had it. Man, when I do that, the power, the presence answers. This power that we are using cannot be fooled. It is always giving us who we are and only that. So you can tell people, I'm thinking this, I'm doing this. But in your heart, you know, because you don't have it. Because the law, the creative power, cannot be fooled. It gives you what you desire when your belief is complete. If your belief is not complete, nothing happens. So what's your work in life? Build a belief about what you want and only what you want. Let a belief in anything to the contrary fall away. Let it dissolve into nothingness. You see, our life changes when we change. Where and how we focus is where our energy goes. And where our energy goes is what we create. Really try to understand that all you are is energy. And the frequency in which you are tuned to creates your experience. Your beliefs are a frequency. So what you're doing is building a belief. You're turning the dial of frequency. You're molding, reshaping your energy into a new form, into a new desired result that you have chosen to experience in this life. And because you've chosen it, you've acted upon it consciously, the universe always says yes. It's only when you send out mixed signals and you don't have that full belief that you don't get what you want. The key thing in life is become clear. Know, number one, you're not alone. You're a part of the infinite. You're one with the infinite. Know that the power of the infinite is the power you are using to create. And know that the secret to creating your desired result is to build beliefs that support your desired result. Your work, your job is always building a more expanded belief of where you want to go. And when you build that belief, let me just say this so clearly and so easily, you will know where your power came from. It was always right there with you. And now you know how to use it by building a belief that's aligned with what your heart desires. And the belief is always toward expansion, always toward growth, always toward more. I believe that we will be eternally becoming more aware and having a greater and greater expression of life for eternity. Why not start now and enjoy the ride?